Hey guys, what up? What up? I'm going to talk to you a little bit for a second here. I really weigh doing videos about other people. I do because sometimes you lose subscribers when you because they go, oh, here we go, drama, and they unsubscribe. Like, but I have to do this video. I'm not going to really talk bad about anybody. I'm really not. But I'm going to put a link to a live stream in the description box below. Doug No Thanks did a live stream earlier. And I'm going to address it. There was somebody in there, not Doug, but another one I'm going to mention. I'm going to name them in a second. I just don't want to get ahead of myself. But somebody in there made a statement. And at first I was like, huh? What are you talking about? And then I went back and rewatched the live stream and I watched the live chat and I saw the accusation that someone made against me. It was a false accusation. I've never, ever, ever said that. And you'll know what I'm talking about in a second because I am going to get to that. But look, when I say something, I'll tell you, yeah, I fucking said it. And sometimes I'll defend what I say. I'll say, I said it and this is what I meant. If I'm wrong or if I think I'm wrong, I'll apologize. If I offended you, I will apologize a lot of times when I offend people, but I don't always say, well, I'm sorry, you're right, I'm wrong. Sometimes I'll say, no, I still believe I'm right, but I do apologize that you're offended. But in this instance, somebody made an accusation against me, and it was flat out false. And we'll get to that in a second. Coffee and creamer. So I think it's French something. I forget. But so I had to make a video to address that accusation because I don't know if this person's out there running his mouth about me and who he's telling bullshit to, and maybe that's maybe I've lost a few subscribers because of that. So I want to set the record straight. So if this cat's out there running his mouth, you guys can go, hold on, we heard it straight from Community Leo Watch. That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He didn't say that. So he's going to have to give you the proof that I did say that because, well, there's no proof. I never said it. You're probably going, what? What is it? I'm going to get to it. Hold on. Not yet. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Now, some people may not be really involved in the cop watching auditing community and say, Doug, no what? Thanks. Who is that? We don't even know who that is. Doesn't matter. The link to his live stream is below if you want to go watch that live stream. But what I'm about to say could fit anybody. If you make YouTube videos, if you're an activist in anything, if you're involved in anything where you're trying to make change, this video right here is for you. It's kind of like a potpourri of advice and explanation. Because I have to address that one thing, which we'll get to in a second. But Doug No Thanks, you made a live stream. And if you're going to make a live stream and you're going to ask for help or you're going to ask for the community to come together, let's come together as a team and let's go do the right thing. See my neckties? If you're going to do the right thing, I need to make sure there's nothing up there you don't need to see. Okay, we're good. That's what you need to do. You may need to make a live stream where you talk about us all coming together. But what you kind of turned it into was kind of an insult fest. It reminded me of this thing Jamie Foxx used to do before he got famous, before he was the Jamie Foxx. He used to hang out at Venice Beach. And Eminem used to do something like this too in Michigan, where you come against each other and you start joking, and comedians you start developing material by going, your mama's so fat. Oh, you know what? Your mama's so fat. I saw your mama. Let's get off mamas. Okay, fine. I got off yours, Or, Eminem and them doing the rap off. So that's kind of what it turned into. Was where all of a sudden you were reading the trolls posts and you started trying to insult them or make funny jokes talking about Rick Crude's teeth. Why do you even got to talk about that? I mean, and I'm not trying to point out anything against Rick Crude because I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. What's this? But I mean, Rick Crude, okay, he doesn't have perfect teeth. I don't have perfect eyesight. I have a gut. A little bit. My wife says, no, you don't. Stop saying that. But, I mean, none of us are Adonis. We all got, some type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Blemishes or something, None of us are perfect. So why do you got to talk about the guy's teeth? Why not address the things that he's saying about you? Felipe Hemming came in the chat. And I like Felipe. I know a lot of people don't. And if you don't, we agree to disagree. And let's leave it at that. But what I'm getting at is, so Felipe said that I guess No Thanks has 88 tattooed somewhere. I think I've seen it. I don't know. Maybe not. But Felipe asked him, what's 88? What is that? And it really, H is the 8th letter of the alphabet. So 88 is HH. Heil Hitler. And it really is. You got the skinheads and the Aryan people. A lot of them get 88 on their arm. It's kind of like a homage to Nazis and, Hitler and white supremacy. And that's really what 88 is when you get it tattooed on you. So Felipe asked him about that. And Felipe also asked him about cancel Christmas. And instead of trying to have a conversation about it, Doug, you started shaming the guy. You started talking about his weight, and you started talking about his wife. Let me tell you something. That's a no-no. You don't talk about somebody's wife in the chat that you're talking, well, your wife, let me tell you about your wife. What's his wife got to do with it? She wasn't even in the chat. But he started shaming her, talking about her weight, and all he did was he brought up a point. 88 means Nazi. He said, what is cancel Christmas? It means I'm going to kill you. It means death. It's a death threat. When you tell somebody, you know what, buddy, cancel Christmas, punk, that means I'm taking your life. I'm taking you out. Now, I don't think that when No Thanks said cancel Christmas out there, that there was any type of mea culpa that he was going to come back and do anything or kill somebody. I think he just said it. Cancel Christmas. It was just something he blurted out. But the cops, cops, man, cops will use any and everything they can to present to the prosecutor to get you locked up. So, yeah, I think the cops are crooked here. I think that they are using that to try to push this felony threat violation. But, Doug, you tried to explain it like, well, no, cancel Christmas could mean like I'm taking your money and you won't have money to buy Christmas gifts. Dude, stop. Stop. Just say what it is. Yeah, okay, I know what it means, but I didn't have any mea culpa to come back and do it. I wasn't going to do it. I just blurted that out. It's something I blurted. It was off the top of my tongue, whatever. Just say it. Use that as a defense. I don't know if it'll work or not, but you have to paint the whole picture and say, Your Honor, there's no way I had any mindset to come back and kill anybody. Come on. It'd be like if two people got in a fight and somebody said, you know what, I'm going to cut your fucking heart out. You say, I'll cut your head off and kick it across the street. Do you think they're really going to sit there with knives and cut each other up? No, they're talking. They're running at the mouth. So that's what it was. But my point is, instead of doing what I just did and talking about it, you tried to fat shame him. Talk about his wife and what is that? Guys, if you're going to make videos and you're going to have these trolls come, you're going to have trolls. I have people comment on my videos all the time. The worst bullshit. And some of it makes me laugh. Some of it I just go, really, dude, come on. Really? I mean, but you have to have a conversation with them. You can't fat shame them. You can't start insulting them. You can't start talking about their teeth. But let's get back to me. Because that's really... So I was kind of giving you what Doug was saying tonight in his live stream. But then it came to me. And I said something, and I may not have been completely right. I think I got bacon chicken in my teeth. Me and eating. But I had bacon chicken sandwich, a bacon chicken ranch bacon, whatever you call it, sandwich from Domino's tonight. Chicken bacon ranch, I think. But no, so I made the comment where I said, you can love everybody in the community. You just don't get in between two people in their drama. You just let them handle it. And he said, what if one of them's talking bad about somebody that you're really good friends with? I thought, yeah, good point. This is a good point. I got to clean my teeth. Hold on a minute. Back, guys. Sorry about that. It was bugging the crap out of me. I had some chicken in my teeth, but like you guys need to know that. But where was I? I was talking about, so I said that, and he made up the point that, if somebody's talking bad about somebody that you're friends with, and I thought, okay, good point. All right, so that was a good point. We were talking, and then he said something about, he was, I'll take a polygraph right now. I'll take a polygraph right now for any, and I made the mistake of commenting that polygraphs are a scam. He goes, well, that's because you fail them. No, there's no pass or fail. And I said, there's no pass or fail in polygraphs. It gauges your heartbeat, your blood pressure, your breathing. There's no pass or fail. If you're a nervous person, if you're naturally nervous, you're probably not going to do well on a polygraph. If you're one of those that's steady, your hand never shakes, you'll probably do very well on a polygraph. But it's not a lie detector. People say, you can't beat a polygraph. Yeah, you can. It's not pass or fail. It's your breathing, your heart rate, and some people just don't shake. Some people can look right at you and lie and say, it's 2014. And believe it. And you'd be like, fuck, no, it's 2019. But I made the mistake of saying that polygraphs, there's no pass or fail. And he went off and talking about I was trolling. And then he said, well, you get your little microphone and speak. He just said something about do your speaking or you'd make your speech with 3 people listening. Well, first of all, it's a Sennheiser dynamic mic. It's not cheap. It cost a pretty penny. Okay, and it plugs into my iPhone. And he was talking about, I think if you were doing YouTube videos for real for 13 years or whatever he said, I think he said 16 years. I forget now. I'll get back to that in a second though. He goes, I think you'd have better stuff, better equipment, and better, whatever, and better. Look, guys. I use whatever. I use my iPhone. I use a camera. I got a camera here on my computer. I'm not one of these guys who's, I've been doing YouTube. Well, I will tell you, I have been doing YouTube since October 28th of 2006. So it's been 13 years and a month, almost a full month right now. It's been a complete 13 years I've been doing YouTube videos. And it's not one of those where now I've become so advanced that I have a whole studio with 5 cameras and 3 microphones and, studio lighting across my ceiling. And no, I just grab my fucking iPhone and I start blogging. Hey, what's up? And I, or I go out and do cop watching or I do a video and, I don't have fancy editing and lettering and dun 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 dun. Yeah. I don't have all that. I've done that over the years. I've had different themes and different openings and different stuff over the years. I used to do green screen. If you go back to my early videos, you'll see where I did green screen and I had background. Now that was fucking cool. But it's called Chroma Key. That's the official title, is Chroma Key. I did a lot of that when I was way back in the day. So I've done that, just not doing it today. But then he started talking about my subscriber. 16 years you've been on, whatever, and you've been on YouTube all these years. You only have, 7,000 subscribers. So what? Who cares? I mean, you know how many people are out there video blogging? I just didn't catch on, I guess. I don't know. He said I wasn't a big voice in the community. I'm not trying to be a big voice in the community. I'm trying to be an activist. I'm just trying to make change where I can make change. He said I was a part-time activist. Well, yeah, because I work 40 hours a week. He said High Desert Community Watch has got me an extra 100 views, 100 subscribers is what he said. No, actually, High Desert Community Watch got me about 3,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate the guy for that. I do. He's a big part of this community. I don't care if you like him or hate him or love him or loathe him or whatever. The guy has helped so many people come along. And if you can't admit that, then you're lying to yourself, because he has. He's helped a lot of people. That sharing is caring. Come on, guys. He said that, and I'm just kind of clearing the air of some things, so I hope I don't offend anybody. If I do, let me know. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. And sometimes you just have to clear the air so that people kind of get a grasp of where you're coming from and go, okay, now I understand. Because some people may not. Some people may have been in that live stream watching Doug No Thanks and said, who's this Community Leo Watch guy? News Now what? Who is this guy? Now you know who I am if you see this video. But he was saying that, I had to change my name to get another 74 subscribers. No, I changed my name because I kind of went from News Now Ukaipa, and I'll get back to that too, to Community Leo Law Enforcement Officer Watch, because I watch cops all the time. Yeah, I still do news. I do football blogs. I do all kind of stuff. But I do a lot of editorials on law enforcement officers. I watch law enforcement officers out here in my community. San Bernardino, Hemet, Redlands, Highland, Ukaipa, Mentone, wherever, Fontana, Rialto, Colton. So I'm really kind of not just isolated to Ukaipa. I'm in all communities. That's why I changed it to Community Leo Watch. But also there's so many iffy things about News Now. You got News Now Houston, I'm not really going to talk bad about, but I don't want to be associated with that. News Now California has kind of gone off the rails a little. He needs to reel it back in. But I guess what I'm saying is I didn't want to be a News Now anymore. I wanted to be a Community Leo Watch. That's what I changed my name to. I understand. I was Tall Jim 01, then I was Cast One Entertainment, then I was this other thing, and then I was this News Now Ukaka is what they said, I guess. Like I said, they turned it into a comedy show. It went from a video live stream about activism to a comedy show. And he got offended by that. And I said, well, it's a comedy show. You guys are insulting everybody. You're not really talking about activism. You're just sitting here insulting everybody. You're making jokes. And that's a little good segue. And I'm going to end it here. I'm at the tail end. Thank you guys for listening. But I'm at the tail end here. We're going to close. But that's a good segue. So the guy that said News Now, Ukaka, was San Joaquin Valley Transparency, who I'm no longer subscribed to, because he went off the rails too. But he is the one that said in the text, well, I saw where he said, why would I buy something that's free? Huh? Why would I? And I couldn't understand what he was talking about. I put, huh? With a question mark. You might have seen that in my live chat where I said, huh? With a question mark if you were in that stream. That's why I was saying, huh, about. I was like, what? Buy something. What are you talking about? Buy what? And then I went back and watched Doug's live stream again, and I was reading the chat to see what everybody was talking about because I missed the first part of it, and I wanted to see all these different comments. And San Joaquin Valley Transparency said, and he may still be out there running his mouth and saying that I've said he bought his subscribers. He said that News Now Yucaipa said I bought my subscribers. I have never, ever said anybody's bought subscribers. Not Johnny 5-0, not San Joaquin Valley Transparency, not anybody. Because I don't care if you buy them. I don't care. Pay money for them. Here's $5,000. Will you subscribe to me? Cool. Here's $100. Will you subscribe to me? Cool. If you want to do it, that's your money. I don't give a shit. So I've never, ever, ever, ever said that. So when he came back and said, why would I buy something that's free? That's what he was talking about. I've never said that. The only negative I've ever said about San Joaquin Valley Transparency, and this is the truth, is that I shamed him for talking about High Desert Community Watch and his home. Because San Joaquin stayed at his home for a while, and he remember when he got drunk. He was drunk, and he was like, yeah, man, fuck them motherfuckers, man. I stayed at his house, and boy, I'll tell you about that. And he talking bad about him. And I shamed him and said, you don't do that. You don't run somebody's home down on a video when we're trying to make change and we're trying to make progress and we're trying, this is activism. This isn't comedy. If you want a comedy channel, put it in comedy. Take it out of activism and put it in comedy. If you want to be an activist and you want to be a cop watcher or a First Amendment auditor, then do that and be serious about that. But don't be body shaming people and insulting people and talking bad about their home. And I stayed there, let me tell you. Zip it. And that's the only negative I've ever said about San Joaquin was that I shamed him for talking bad like that about High Desert Community Watch. And I would have talked, if he talked bad about anybody, I would have shamed him for that. Not body shame. I don't body shame people. But I would have shamed him for that. I would have said, you don't do that. Zip it. But that's the only thing I've ever said. About him. I never said he bought subs. I don't care if you buy subs or not. Who gives a fat frog's fanny if you buy subs? But he accused me of that, and I wanted to clear the air that I've never, ever said that. I never will say that. I don't care if you buy subs. Who cares, man? That's your YouTube channel. You work it how you want. Only if you're doing something that begins to look like it's dividing this community of activism, I have to step in. Because when people look at, let's say people look at you and you're out there talking shit about and right now I'm not meaning to talk crap about people. I hope it's clear. I'm just discussing something to clear the air on stuff. I'm not talking crap about them. I'm not running them down. I'm trying to encourage them and lift them up. Really what I'm trying to do here. But if I was talking crap about them, if I said, you know what, Doug, you're homeless, and I start talking shit about it, people look at me stupid, like, look at this idiot. This is what these people are all about. See what these people are all about? This is what these people are all about. That's why I shame people when they do stuff like that. It's not to get into drama or to run you down. It's because people look at you and say, look, that's what these people are about. That's not what these people are about. That's what they's about. I'm not about that. I'm about keeping and holding cops, law enforcement officers, accountable and to their actions and transparent to how they work in their profession. That's what I'm about. But sometimes I have to speak about other people that are activists, other YouTubers who are cop watchers or First Amendment auditors to clear the air about stuff or to encourage you and say, look, man, if you're going to do it right, or put on there, hey, I'm just a comedian. This is a comedy show. So people don't look at you and go, that's what these people are about. There it is. Because then they look at my video, maybe they've never seen me before, or maybe they've seen one or two of my videos, and they go, here's another one of those fucking idiot cop watchers. And they're not saying that because of me. They're saying that because the other two people they watched were idiots. So we have to lift each other up. We can't be insulting each other in text. Let the trolls be trolls. Can't be body shaming people, talking about fat, and stop that. Oh, the last thing I also saw something else where somebody, I guess, made a comment. AV Watchman asked about it, that News Now Yucaipa made some false allegations about them. I've never made false allegations about AV Watchman nor no things. When I made a video about them, the no file, where I told them, no, cops are filing against you guys. It wasn't because I thought they were guilty or I thought they're guilty or because I'm on the cop side. It was because I know how law enforcement officers work. And this is for AV Watchmen, if you happen to see this video. That day when you guys said, see, we got a no file, I knew those cops were going to file on you guys. Not because you're guilty, not because I thought, you guys did do it. That's not what I meant. It was because that's how they work. They drag it out, for one. For two, they give you a court date and then they don't file it. And then you think, hey, we're free, and you end up getting a warrant for failure to appear when they do file. Just like in my case, there was a no file, and I thought, okay. But I thought something's up. I thought they were going to file, but I thought, well, maybe not. Maybe I did prove my case with my videos. But then I got that sheet saying the deputy himself had asked for a continuance in the form of he asked for a later arraignment date. And I got it. It went from, what was it? August, I think. I think it was August, but it got moved to October, and that's what I was talking about when I made that video about AV Watchmen and Doug No Things. I wasn't making false allegations. I was saying, no, look, that cop is going to file against you guys. And sure enough, just this last week, both of them had to go to court. So that's what I was talking about, AV. I wasn't making allegations. I was saying, no, it's a no file. It's a no file today, but he's going to file on you guys. And sure enough, you had to go to court today because, yeah, what did they do? And that's what they do. And they do it to drag it out and try to get you to miss court dates. Now they have a warrant for failure to appear. I can drag you in. And it's a game. And that's what I meant. So I've never made false allegations against them. I've never said that they faked it. I don't believe they faked it. I have no proof of that. So I don't believe it. I know a lot of people are saying that. Prove it. Don't just say it. As far as I'm concerned, AV and No Thanks were out there doing an audit, and the cops are railroading them because the cops don't like cameras. Yeah, I'm on their side, but that's why I talked about them before. I was basically saying the cop's going to file on you guys. Keep watching the court docket. Keep looking because you're going to end up having a court date come up. And sure enough, November, 18th. So I'm going to close this, guys. I've talked for a long time. I'm sorry. I'm going to let it go like this. Apologize that it's so long, but it's not an hour. Maybe I should have did a live stream. Maybe I shouldn't have because I was picking my teeth. But thanks for watching, guys. Seriously. Thanks for watching. And you guys can comment. You can still chat. You can chat by commenting in the comment section as you're watching. You can make little comments if you want. I go read them. Now, if your comment doesn't appear right away, don't get upset. And I just reminded myself, I've got to check on my computer right now for that. Sometimes YouTube, I don't know why they do this. I think I fixed it. but I'm going to check anyway. They'll take some comments and like somebody may go, you know what? Fuck the cops. And YouTube will put your comment in the spam section. And some people go, why'd you remove my comment, dude? I never saw your comment. And then I'll go on there and it's in the spam folder and I'll put it as put in the video. I'll put it in. I'll say, yes, approve that one, approve that one, approve that one. So sometimes YouTube does that. I know it's annoying. So if your comment doesn't, if you commented and then you see that your comment's not on the video, tell me about it. Say, hey man, I commented and I don't see it. And I'll go on a computer, because you can't do it on mobile. You can't. I've tried. I've tried. You have to go on the computer and actually go to your YouTube channel, and then the YouTube studio, creator studio, and there's a section for comments, and it's like spam, hold, or whatever. You have to go in those different folders and find the comments and approve them, and then they pop on the videos. So if your comment's not there, let me know so I can go check it and see what's going on. Thanks, guys, for watching Community Leo Watch. That's Leo's Law Enforcement Officers. I will have an editorial for you tomorrow morning. I sure will. Thursday, I'm going to try to have one, but we have a staff meeting early. That means I got to get up earlier in the morning. I love sleeping in. Thanks, guys. Community Leo Watch. Have a great rest of your evening. It's pouring in California. Raindrops keep falling on my head while I'm filming the cops, and they want me dead 'cause their face is red, but they can give me head. Oh, 'cause raindrops keep falling now on my camera. They're falling. They're falling. Goodbye.